everyone, welcome to Top of the Round Paradigm. My name is Kenan. I'm the GM for this campaign. With me we have...
Hi, I'm Nikki, and I play Clover. And probably Agony.
Hi, I'm Jordash, and I play Varian.
Good tidings of great reviews, people. Thank you so much to Raymond and Mama Mac for episode reviews on last week's episode. Thank you, Schmilster Drew, for the episode rating. And thank you, Renee, for the review on last week's episode. Thank you also to Renee and Benny for comments on Spotify. We really appreciate all the time that you take to shower us with love and comments because we love to hear what you think about the show. And reviews help other people know why people like the show so that they too will listen and then leave us reviews. And then just continue. It'll continue forever. That is the plan. So go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Podchaser, leave reviews, ratings, let us know so that we can shout you out in foreverness.
Do it, bitches. If you can't get enough Toter in your life, head over to patreon.com/topoftheround and join us, where we have so many goodies for your ear holes. If you haven't listened to Campaign 1 yet, you can. And you can also listen to a ton of bonus content from Campaign 1 on our Patreon. Again, that's patreon.com/topoftheround.
Hey everyone, it's Kenan, your GM for this campaign. With me we have all sorts of goodies from our store at toterpodcast.com. Click on the merch. Once you order your stuff, you can have it on you or around you or in your room. Back to you, Kenan. Thanks, Kenan. Our story continues now.
Thank you to our executive producer, Ray of Sunshine in my heart of Hearty Hearts.
If you've ever thought, hey, these people that I listen to, I'd like to send them something, a card from Justin or something, you can do that by taking your card or package or whatever you wish to send us and addressing it to White Raven Studios at P.O. Box 603, Circle Pines, Minnesota, zip code 55014. And you can send your things to us.
We're nearing a finale, which means that the spice level has increased greatly, meaning that the triggers have likely multiplied as well. So I encourage you to scroll down in your app, keep going, hit the more probably because there's a lot of songs, and then look up by the description where it says trigger warnings, and then look after at the warnings that we indicated. For your own mental health and for ours, all praise Praxis.
Let's head over to our newscaster to see what happened last time.
Thanks, Kenan. This is Justin with Justin. It looks like the group has left Sock behind, and they're traveling to Grace, and I can't believe I made so many sales, and oh no! What's in that tree? Oh no, breaking news, my biggest customer has died. It's a weird sight seeing my cards covered in that much blood. News, okay, Varian and Clover are traveling to Grace. They're ignoring lots of people along the way. And even though they're trying to dodge people, they failed to dodge a tree, which attacked them violently in the forest, which isn't what trees are supposed to do. But they make it to the outside of Grace, and they manage to meet up with Nash and Porter, who happen to also be apostles and Clover's brothers. Convince Clover to rest while Varian takes Porter into the ethereal plane and then very, very quickly returns. And they seem to call on the witness to go with Varian to the ethereal plane because Varian doesn't want to go alone, but needs to because the ethereal plane seems to be in some sort of chaos. So I'm going to be headed to the ethereal plane to report on what's happening there. Back to you, Kenan.
Thanks, Justin. Our story continues now. We left off with Varian and the witness going home. He's bringing the witness to see his parents. Not really.
He doesn't have parents.
He doesn't have parents.
It's true. I don't.
But he does have a home, and it is currently being ransacked by Agony.
Yeah.
And Clover's asleep.
Yeah. She very much is asleep while I'm facing off the
You
angriest.
told her to sleep
of
and then
the
decided
apostles.
afterwards to go home. This is not my fault. Fuck. Well, never mind. It just gets more complicated if I think too far into it.
It is, but it's not.
Exactly.
The only reason I ever crossed Agony's path was because of you, and so it's your fault that she is in the ethereal plane. So this is on you, Clover.
It's on Clover, not on Nikki.
It's on Clover.
It's on Clover.
And Nikki for both making Clover and Talus.
How dare I not help you with me? Anyways.
I'm the problem, but I refuse to fix anything, is what she just said.
Let's start with Varian.
Yeah, that's me.
You and the witness are crossing the bridge over the water to your hometown, home city, home, however you want to refer to it as.
Yeah, that place.
You hear many commotion coming from city, occasional building collapse. Roll perception check.
32.
Okay. As you and the witness make it across the bridge into home, the immediate vicinity seems untouched, but there's no one there, and it is unironically a ghost town.
Wow. Even though I just heard people?
You still hear commotion,
Oh, I still hear
just
commotion,
in
just not right
where
here.
you're currently at seems skipped over.
Like they leapt over it, and we're just like, onward to bigger and better things.
Potentially.
Varian is going to look around at this area, and then look over at the witness. Does he have any sort of reaction on his face, or does his face still look like the same?
It's hard to see any reaction on his face because he only has a mouth, but he seems, as much as you can tell, he seems focused.
Do I see or hear anything in a certain direction that might point to where my besto friendo went?
Up ahead of you and slightly to the right seems to be the source of the commotion.
Do you think she'll stand down when she sees you?
Probably not. At least right away. She tends to get blinded by her anger.
I just need to be able to reach out and touch her to be able to send her back. So if we can calm her down for at least a few seconds, I should be able to get her out of here.
I will see what I can do.
Varian will continue forward in the way of the commotion.
Alright, the two of you continue through the streets. All of the buildings are made of a semi-opaque green glass, and the roads are made of compact white sand. As you make your way further in, some of the buildings start to show signs of cracks, and the damage just gets worse and worse the further in you get, where there are buildings missing, there are buildings spilling over into the road. Would you try and climb over, or would you take like a side road and go around the rubble?
Probably in an effort to save time, go over the rubble.
Okay. Roll a acrobatics check.
33.
Alright, as you are climbing over the rubble, some of it shifts a little bit, but you are able to maintain balance and continue over. As you get to the other side, roll a perception check.
36.
Alright, you notice that the witness isn't behind you and didn't follow you over the rubble and rises out of your shadow.
Cheater.
That's a nice trick.
Varian will keep moving. Nobody got time for that.
Alright, you both keep moving. The commotion is getting louder. The screams are getting louder.
Can I see anything now as I'm getting closer?
Getting there.
Yeah. You get there.
As you round the corner, you see Agony shoving a very large sword into a member of your home, a resident of the ethereal plane, and they don't bleed, but as she removes the sword, they almost unravel and disappear.
How far from us is she?
100 yards.
Varian will look over at the witness. Okay, here we go. Here we go. What direction is Agony facing? Away? Do I see her back?
You don't see her back. You see her left shoulder. She's not facing the two of you, but she's not facing away from you either.
Okay. Varian will start making his way over towards her. How many people are in between me and her? Or has everyone fled? Except for the poor people that she caught.
Roll a perception check.
38?
You see a few trying to hide behind rubble, a few caught underneath rubble, and there are a couple people running past you.
Okay, what's the witness doing as I approach? Is he also approaching?
He is no longer within line of sight.
Okay. I'm just gonna hope he's doing shadowy things.
See if Agony notices. As you make your way towards Agony, you see her turn and stare at you, and the red mist spilling out of her eyes, you notice, start to engulf her head, and now it looks like her whole head is engulfed in this red mist, and it looks like it's forming a humanoidal-ish skull with a fanged maw.
See? So she's in a calm, cool, collected state.
Very. Ready for her intervention.
Varian will put his hands up on either side and slowly stop and look at her and see what she's doing, because she's very touchy right now. It's gonna hurt me. That's why he's rolling.
I know.
Rolled well. Does a 53 hit your AC?
No, that misses.
Dang it. You'll take 70 slashing damage as you see her throw her sword, and then it just disappears. And suddenly it's in your shoulder. And then disappears again.
Don't get undone, oh my god.
And then she disappears.
We're just gonna turn around.
Good instincts.
Ken, you're gonna kill me in like 2 hits if you continue this way.
That's nice. 46.
That still critically hits.
Okay. As she starts to swing at you, you feel the blade start to cut through your skin, and you notice instead of blood spilling out, shadow starts to spill out of your cut and force the weapon away. And for a second, Agony looks a little confused, and you see the misty red helmet lessen a bit and then reform. Roll a perception check.
37.
You notice that her shadow has darkened and she's no longer moving.
What the fuck is going on? Why won't you fucking die? Why can't I move?
Varian's gonna put his hand on Talus's shoulder.
Oh god.
Hey.
I need to stop you from destroying this plane. Sakar wouldn't want this. And I'm gonna pull her back to the material plane.
Alright, it's going to take a little bit longer because she's very unwilling.
Right. It just takes an extra round.
Mm-hmm.
6 seconds.
It's twice as long.
Yeah, it's twice as long.
Clover.
Hi.
I have a lot of wounds I need tending to.
Alright. Super angry, back to Clover. Woo!
Here's the material plane. I'm gonna go again. Go back to the ethereal plane. Immediately by myself.
As you rest.
Your 5 is really concerning.
No, it's fine.
Yes, it is.
Roll a fortitude save.
26.
You wake up alone, at least as far as you can tell, still feel blissful, though that feeling is dwindling. There are pieces of plant matter strewn about everywhere.
How so?
Like chunks of semi-decomposed vine are strewn on the ground around you, over some of the trees around you. There's just... If plants had gore, there would be a massacre around you.
Okay. Am I in the spot that I remember falling asleep in?
Yep.
Okay. Clover is going to sit up with a smile on her face, for bliss is a thing. And then she's going to look around. Her smile is going to slowly fade. And she is going to, as the bliss dwindles down to like normal, I'm assuming, she's going to pull herself out of her bed roll. Do I feel loneliness or despair?
You don't feel lonely.
Nash? Clover is looking around while she wanders towards where she last thought he was.
Roll a perception check.
Okay. 32.
You hear to your right, further into the woods a bit, the sound of a few trees snapping, and you also notice that one of the bushes closest to you is rustling a bit.
In an aggressive way?
Like something's moving through it, potentially.
Okay, Clover is gonna jump and look at the bush.
How long do you look at said bush?
Did I lose my exhaustion?
Mhm.
Okay. Thanks, Abraxas.
You see a very slight shimmer of light bouncing off a thin layer of this purplish goop that seems to be coating a humanoidal form.
Purplish goop on a humanoidal form.
Mm-hmm.
Do I recognize the form?
Not that it looks familiar, because you can't see it. You just see the goop coating it.
Okay. Would I assume it's Nash?
Yes.
Okay.
Nash, what happened?
Roll another perception check.
38. 30. No, it's 37. Sorry.
As this figure collapses to their knees, you notice some of the goop seems to be falling through their torso. There's a bit of goop floating out from their hand, like they're holding something that's also covered in goop, just not as much.
Clover is gonna rush to the Nash.
Okay.
I'm gonna crouch in front of him and summon water to try and get the goop off of him. So I'm like giving him a shower.
Alright. The more you clean him, the less you're able to see where he's at.
Okay. I'm patting where I know his shoulder is.
Which side?
The right side?
As you pat his shoulder, you notice his arm is not attached.
Clover's gonna inhale and close her eyes and crease her brows together and try to feel the issue, patting around gently, trying to see what can be done.
Gloved or no glove?
Glove.
Alright. You can tell there's no arm there. Can't really tell.
So it's just a stub?
There's extra bits where you would know it's not either healed over or something should be attached there, but without being able to feel anything or see anything.
Got it. Okay. Clover is going to take off her gloves and feel again.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
Okay. 33.
For a second, you feel like it is an open wound because it is wet, but you quickly realize that it's hard and kind of feels metallic, so maybe something more needs to be reattached there versus something that was just removed.
Would I assume it's a prosthetic that has been ripped out of his socket, as it were?
Yeah, your time with Gear Boy, you could probably assume that.
Okay. I have no training in that, so he's not actively bleeding from an open arm socket.
Not that you can see
Okay.
or feel.
So Clover is going to...
I can bandage this. I don't know anything about, the attachment things. You lost it. I know you can't see anything. Do you want me to try and bandage it? I also can't see you. Can you pet me with your other arm if you want me to do that?
You hear something hit the ground, and you feel a pat on your shoulder.
Okay, I'm gonna do my best, because again, I can't see you.
Clover's gonna inhale and pull out her med kit and try and treat an invisible wound around a metal slot.
Roll your medicine check and take 20 off your roll.
Jesus, Kenan.
You can't see him.
I know.
That makes sense.
0 point. That's better. He still regains 26 hit points over the next 10 minutes. As I met the DC, but did not crit.
Alright, you fumble around for a bit. Still able to bandage up what you think are his wounds.
Does the bandage disappear?
Nope.
So I can just see a bandage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, I hope that helps. Where's Porter? What happened? Where is everyone?
You feel a pat on your shoulder, and the hand stays and slides down to your hand. You see the bandages fall over and the sound of a body hit the ground. But the arm you're holding is still in your hand.
No, that's not okay. Clover is going to go to her knees beside the invisible Nash, and I am fumbling around to try and check a pulse, check breathing, all that good stuff.
What do you do with the hand that's holding your hand?
I keep it.
So you're fumbling around with one hand, checking a pulse?
I guess I would use the hand to, like, go up the body and the shoulder to find the neck.
Okay. As you follow the arm up, it dead ends and there's nothing attached to it. You're holding his arm. He gave you his arm, and then he fell over.
Like the missing arm?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my crumbs. Okay, I don't know how to do this, Nash.
Clover is going to move the arm to the side, feel around for the socket, and see if there's an easy way to reinsert.
Are you going to remove the bandages?
Yes.
Okay. As you feel around, roll a perception check.
30.
You feel a few different cogwheels. There's nothing like a prong sticking out of his arm and a socket to plug it into.
Okay. If I hold it up where it goes, does anything happen?
Not that you can see.
Can I feel around to see if something happened? This is very confusing.
Alright, you hold his arm against his shoulder and you're feeling around to see if something happened. Alright, you feel the arm and then a little divot and then where his shoulder is.
So it didn't reattach?
Not that you can tell.
Can I try and gently push it in while mumbling under my breath?
Abraxas, make this work?
Alright, you gently push it in.
Uh-huh.
You don't hear anything from the arm. Any, like, whirl of gears or
A click.
sound of a click.
Yeah.
But you do hear a loud thumping sound coming from the forest. And as it gets louder, the ground underneath you starts to shake a bit.
I still don't feel despair.
You currently feel despair.
So the arm didn't attach itself or anything.
Not that you can tell. Are you still holding it up against the shoulder?
Uh-huh.
Have you tried using Gorilla Glue?
Clover is going to slowly take her hands away to see if it sticks while she is nervously glancing behind her because things are getting louder.
Alright, you hear something fall and hit the ground.
Crumbs. Nash, I don't know how to do this. I don't know where Porter is. I don't know where Varian went, and I don't know what's going on. And that thing is getting closer.
The ground now is violently shaking, as in tandem with the thuds, so it'll die down and then a thud. Like something very large is running in your direction.
Crumbs. Okay,
I'm gonna make a wooden wall in front of him.
Right? You form essentially a very large stump.
And then I'm going to turn and inhale and summon fire in both my hands and stand in front of the barrier because I am going to protect my brother.
As the thumping and the shaking get louder, your despair goes away. Roll a perception check.
23.
Breaking out of the forest cover, heading in your direction, you see a giant humanoidal shaped elephant with 3 trunks and 2 tusks going out of his mouth like a typical elephant, but then 2 other sets, so 4 more tusks growing up and around their neck. And you see Porter on the back of their neck, driving their sword into their neck, trying to stop it.
Crumbs, Porter!
As you say that, you notice him look up at you. You don't hear over the rumbling if he says anything, but you see the entirety of the space between the both of you, which is about 60 feet, turn a dark black, and as the elephant thane charges you and reaches about midpoint of the road, starts to fall through the blackness, and the elephant and Porter vanish.
1 down. You motherfucker. 2 down! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, no. No. Crumbs, no, why isn't this going okay? This wasn't supposed to be like this.
Clover is going to turn and move around her giant stump barrier and feel around for Nash again.
Alright, roll a perception check.
God, is he going to? 22.
Alright, you feel around and you feel a body. As you pat around, you can figure out where his legs are and work your way, I'm assuming, up closer to his head.
Yeah.
As you pat your way up, one of your hands goes through where his body should be and hits the ground beneath. Like there's a giant hole there.
Is he breathing shallowly?
He's not breathing at all.
He's not breathing?
Not that you can feel.
Crumbs. Okay.
Clover is going to drop to her knees beside him, clasp her hands together. Yeah. This is not going well at all. Okay.
Abraxas, God, wherever you are, thank you for helping me sleep. But also, if you could please help my brother, and he needs help right now. If you could take him or heal him right now. He is very hurt and not breathing, and I don't know what to do, and I can't put his arm back on. Help!
And that's what she's saying.
Alrighty. As you pray a prairie prayer, Varian.
Yo. We're all just having fun with apostles right now. I should specify, I was thinking about the witness too, but the witness is willing. Probably, right?
Probably.
Yeah. I'm trying to pull all 3 of us.
Okay.
Because the witness was a part of me shadows.
Were they?
So it seemed like it. But I'm just saying, he would bring the witness too.
Okay.
That was me being me.
Okay.
Okay.
You and Agony pop up. Roll a perception check.
Hey, 20.
Nice. You gain your bearings very quickly as the scenery shifts around you, and you see a well-worn cobbled street and the sound of ocean waves behind you, smell of salty air. You notice that there are a lot of people around you and seem to be on or close to some sort of pier.
Is Agony moving? Does it look like they've regained the ability to move?
They are moving, but not to run. They're more looking around, like trying to get their bearings, because they didn't quite get them as fast as you did with your natural 20.
Do I see the witness at all?
You do not see the witness at all.
I shouldn't stay here. She's gonna kill me. But I recognize this city. I've been here before. Yeah? Maybe.
You recognize the
General layout.
general layout. Things look different.
Right, buildings have been
Buildings
rebuilt.
have changed, being more weathered or completely different, but the general layout is very familiar to you.
The people are all unreaped.
People are unreaped currently.
Okay. Is there anywhere nearby I can quickly move to while Agony's confused?
Not really. You are in a pretty open space right now.
Then I will re-ethereal because she's gonna kill me. I do not have enough health to even deal with one more thing.
Okay.
Maybe if she kills all of Grace in a fit of rage, it'll solve her problem.
You re-ethereal plane, and mid-transition you see her eyes lock on yours, and then you disappear, and everything shifts around you back to where you were.
Shit, I have some stuff I need to clean up here.
Great timing for that.
You are back in the central part of the city.
Who's around? Is it just spirits, or are there Eladrin nearby?
There are a few Eladrin tending to those that are still around, and a couple more trying to lift rubble off of other people.
I will go and aid the ones lifting the rubble to try and get some out of there. Do I see any of the Eladrin from my old group, my crew, my gang? Surprise everyone, Varian has friends.
I know, it was weird.
Yeah, you see Parad, and from the back you can tell it's him because his left arm is made completely out of purple glass as he's lifting rubble off of civilians.
I will run over to him and help lift. You're okay?
Varian, is that you?
Yeah, it's me.
Where have you been?
Been looking for Alan.
Any luck?
Yeah, some.
Well, you picked I don't know if I should say a good time to come back. I appreciate the help, though.
Has Volkov any appearances said anything since I've been gone?
No, I haven't heard or seen anything from the royal family.
Right. They don't know I was gone.
If they do, they're keeping it quiet.
That's good to know. Okay. I just need to help with the civilians. Baron will continue helping Parad if he's not gonna say more.
Alright, you both lift for... You're gym bros now. You both lift some of the rubble, and about 10 minutes in, were you able to get Alan back? Or is it just you?
It's just me. It's complicated. I need to leave again, but there's a lot going on the material plane now that I don't know how much Volkov knows.
There's a lot going on here.
I know.
Who the fuck was that?
They go by Agony. They're with this group called the Archon. There's some sort of god that people are worshipping on that plane. They're at war with the Fae, but Agony has a particular interest in this plane.
And the man in black that left after they disappeared.
Where did he go?
You see him point to what's left of the lighthouse.
I'll be back. Varian's gonna run. He got so distracted by the chaos and mayhem and wanting to help and feel guilty that he forgot he needed to lock on to the witness. So he's gonna run to the lighthouse.
As you finish setting a chunk of green glass down and start to run away, you hear, Varian, where are you going?
Varian's just gonna keep running.
Okay.
I thought it seemed obvious. He pointed over there, and then I ran in that direction.
What's he doing?
Wow, what could he be doing? Golly!
You hear him, Varian, we need your help.
Varian's continuing to run.
Alright. After being ignored, he no longer shouts after you. And you make your way towards the lighthouse?
Yeah. Looking for signs of the witness or some shadow fuckery.
Alright. Roll a perception check as you get to what is left of the lighthouse.
So close to perfection. 38.
That's pretty close. Alright, you see that there is a pile of rubble blocking what was the door, if the door is even still intact. And you see shadowy wisps spilling out of some of the cracks in the base.
Witness. Varian's gonna make his way over there and try and look for what might be the easiest bit of rubble to move to try and get in to the lighthouse.
Alright, you start to move some rubble to try and get into the lighthouse. The witness doesn't respond to you, or you can't hear them respond to you.
I continue to move rubble and look around. But I just continue to see the shadows doing their thing.
Yep.
Alright. I'm continuing to clear to try and get inside.
Alrighty. You clear a small little path to the door. Takes about 10 minutes. And with your special little crawl ability, it's not a problem.
Just full speed crawl through. General Grievous right in.
The door is very cracked, but it is still on its hinges.
Is it an innie or an outie door?
It is an any door.
Is it Sladies?
Is it Sladies? Is it a Star Trek door?
It's an any door.
I will try and push open the door.
Alright, as you push open the door, you are hit with a flood of shadow and roll a perception check.
37.
You see the witness hovering about 5 inches off the ground. They have 2 extra sets of arms protruding out of their sides, and it seems like all 6 of their arms are jabbed into nothingness, and it looks like he is trying to pull something apart.
What are you doing? I got agony out of you.
The will of God.
Varian will walk towards the witness. What will?
As you walk towards the witness, you feel your legs start to be bound by shadow.
I figured that was going to happen. I was hoping I could get closer without raising any alarms.
Do not interrupt me.
What are you doing?
Opening the plane.
What? No. Volkov must have had a reason for this. Let me talk to him. Don't just rip it open.
You are free to turn and go talk to him.
Varian, I'm assuming, cannot move forward at all anymore.
Nope.
If I try and take a step back, will it allow it?
Yep. Roll a perception check.
36.
You notice that where his hands were are about 2 inches further apart, And there is more shadow spilling through where this space is.
How far is it to the Royal Volcar place from the lighthouse?
The Royal Volcar place.
Yeah.
15-20 minute sprint if the roads are clear.
That's not the kind of answer I like to hear. What is God gonna do when the plane is open?
Save the lost.
Will he actually let the dead come to this plane?
The dead will go where they need to go.
So this is how God truly operates. Varian will back away and go back through the door and crawl through the rubble to get back out. And he's gonna make his way back to his friend that was calling for him.
You make your way back. He is currently helping a citizen over to a crumbled but still standing wall and setting him to rest up against it.
Varian will run up to them. Brad.
You have fun.
No. You need to warn Volcar.
About?
Tell him that there's an Archon at the lighthouse and they're reopening the plane.
You see a sense of worry flash across his face. Alright, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna try and help some more of the citizens, but then I need to go back to the material plane and try and get back to what I was doing. But I knew Agony was here doing this. So I had to come back and stop them.
How did they even get in?
It's a long story, and I'll have to tell you about it later. But just go. I don't know how long it'll take them to try and open this plane back up.
Stay safe, Varian.
You too.
And he will run away.
As he runs. And tell the others I'm okay, and Alan's okay.
From his back, you see him give you a salute.
Alright, Varian will help a couple people as he moves back through the city in the way he originally came to make his way back to where he originally portaled in with the witness.
Alright. You make your way back through the city, over the bridge.
Get back to the spawn point of the last ethereal plane session. And then re-enter to the material plane to try and hopefully respawn right where Clover and the gang should be, as far as Varian is aware.
Alright. Clover,
Hi.
as you pray your prairie prayer,
I did pray a prayer.
you see shadows start to form around where you know Nash's body to be.
Am I touching the shadows at all? Because I am on my knees next to him.
You would be, yes.
Okay, then she's going to scooch back a bit when the shadows start forming.
You see a small tendril of shadow wrap around something you can assume is the arm and drag it over towards where you know Nash proper to be.
Okay.
And you hear a whirling of gears spin quite fast and then slow and then silence. And then the shadow moves off to the side a little and you see a mechanical arm lift out of it and grab the soil, and you see a humanoidal figure pull themselves out of the darkness.
Gear boy?
For your brother?
Oh, yeah.
It's Gear Boy return.
It's Gear boy. Okay.
It's funny you say that, because this humanoidal figure doesn't have any actual limbs. They have mechanical legs and arms.
Clover is gonna blink up and stand.
What happened here?
Do I know him?
He looks familiar.
Does he look like Gear boy?
He does look like your boy.
You're okay.
Why wouldn't I be?
Well, you disappeared when you gave us the bike, so I was worrying.
I appreciate it, but I'm fine.
I don't know what happened. I was asleep, and then I woke up, and he was stumbling towards me with, like, purple ooze, but it's hard to see him. So I was trying to treat his arm, but I didn't do it very well. Then he's not breathing, and he seems really hurt, so I was praying about it.
You see him walk over to where you know Nash to be and lean over. And it looks like he's picking something up and flinging something over his shoulder. He'll be fine.
Okay. Porter's in the shadow plane too, I think, with an elephant thing.
And your friend?
I don't know where he is.
Well, at least he let you keep the bike.
That's really strange, actually. You haven't seen him, have you?
Why would I ask where he is if I've seen him?
That's a really good point. I'm sorry, I'm a little overwhelmed. A lot has happened since I woke up. I don't know, but I feel like maybe he went somewhere, because I doubt he would just leave his bike. He's, like, really possessive of his bike.
It's a good bike.
It's a really good bike. Thank you very much for getting it for us.
You're welcome.
I don't know, everything is kind of falling apart, though.
He looks around. I'd say things are falling apart.
I meant situationally.
Oh, what's the situation? I guess, what should the situation be?
Well, despair and loneliness were supposed to help me take care of some family matters. And now they're not here or not able.
Is it something I can help with?
Oh, I don't want you to have to see what's gonna happen, so...
I don't even know what that means.
I'm gonna kill some people. Some really bad people. The witness gave them leave to help me kill them, so the uppers of the Archon know about it.
And you want to save me from witnessing that?
Well, I just don't know how violent it's gonna get, and they were supposed to be here because they deserve revenge too. I don't want you to get hurt on my behalf, so if you could just take care of Nash, I would really appreciate it.
Nash will be fine.
Can you see him?
I can.
Well, I'm glad he'll be fine. That's good.
Do you happen to still have my gear?
I think it's in Varian's bag. He's not around. I don't know where he is.
Clover looks around.
Well, I'm more than happy to help with your revenge.
But, I mean, no offense, it's supposed to be them.
He adjusts what's on his shoulder. So, you'd rather do it by yourself then?
I mean, not really. I just don't want you to get hurt again. Because of me again. So...
That was the first time your fault.
Well, it's not. But you still went through a lot. I mean, you can help if you want to, but... I don't know where the brothers are.
Is it something that needs to be done now, or can it wait till they're back?
How long do you think it'll be before they're back?
Well, I don't know where Despair went. If they're in the shadow plane, though, it shouldn't take too long.
Doesn't seem super friendly.
No, I would definitely suggest waiting in Grace.
Grace is also pretty dangerous.
More than out here?
Not actively, maybe. So I guess we could go into Graves.
Just wait at the Archon barracks.
There's an Archon barracks.
It's new. How long ago did you run away?
A few months.
I think it's older than that.
Don't remember on Archon Barracks?
I don't remember that. But okay, and you're bringing Nash until he recovers, or?
No, I was gonna leave him here.
You're hilarious. What's your name anyway?
Name's Dow.
Friendship.
Oh, that's a nice name.
Thanks, Clover.
Yeah. Okay. So let me grab my stuff, and then I'll put up my hood so no one recognizes me, and then we'll go to your barracks thing.
Alright.
Okay. Clover takes a deep breath, and then she's gonna run over to her stuff and pack it up and put her back on her back with her staff, and then return to Gearboy and her invisible brother.
Okay.
Okay.
And you're just gonna leave my bike.
I was actually gonna mention it, thanks.
I don't know what to do with that. I think he took the power thingy.
You see Gearboy walk over to the bike and set what was on his shoulder onto the bike and rummage around in his pouch and pull out a little, well, you'd recognize as a battery, and put it into the machine.
Is he pushing it towards me after that, or what does he do?
Yeah, you see him turn it on and start pushing it towards you.
Okay. Okay, everything is fine. You can do this, Clover.
Clover's gonna inhale and start, when he gets closer to her, walking back towards Grace and the bridge.
Alright, you both walk towards Grace, start to cross the bridge.
She puts her hood on and hugs herself.
Roll a perception check.
It's the screams of the people of Grace, because Talus is back.
24.
You see a group of 7 to 10 people leaving Grace, and the one in the middle looks to be holding a unfurled scroll.
Are they looking at me?
Nope, they're looking at whatever's on the parchment.
Clover is going to hop and hide behind Gearboy.
You see a few of them glance over as you hop behind Gearboy, and their eyes linger for a few seconds, studying you.
Clover looks down, trying to be inconspicuous.
I'm sorry.
She whispers because she knows that she kind of fucked up.
Just kept moving the way you were.
She should have.
Oh no, they'll notice me, she screamed.
Oi, miss,
Hmm?
come here.
No, I'm okay.
Wasn't a question. Come here.
Why should I listen to you?
He unsheaths his sword.
I see.
I said come here.
What does he look like?
He is a fairly skinny, haggard-looking man with very worn leathers, lots of scars, missing a couple teeth.
And make his weapon really hot.
Alright, you start to make his weapon hot, and he... what the fuck? And drops it.
Can we go faster?
Is that you're doing?
Huh?
Is there bloody fae around?
Clover looks around.
I don't know, but if there are, we better get off this bridge.
You mad at this? What's Gearboy doing?
We don't want any trouble. Just let us pass. Your friend looks mighty familiar. And as he says this, the rest of the group stop, and they're about 10 feet up.
Didn't even get into Grace. Didn't even fucking get into Grace. This is going very well for me. Okay.
You hear from the main group, Garrett, what is it? I think we found her, boss.
Why are you laughing?
Because you fucked up
I fucked up so hard.
So did I. But...
Immediately fucking up.
comes.
What are you talking about? Found who? Your companion's a wanted lass.
Clover backs up a few steps, wonders if she should run, but if she runs, she goes straight into the forest. So how far down is
The water?
the water?
Like 250?
You wouldn't survive that fall.
How many people are there?
There is 10 of them and 2 of you.
I have an idea, and it might be a really bad idea.
Kill them all?
No. What if I freeze their feet to the thing and we hop on the bike and we drive in really fast?
If you can do that, I guess.
Okay. All right.
Clover's gonna try and freeze all their feet to the bridge.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
There's nothing to freeze.
I'm gonna summon water below their feet. God damn it, Kenny. God damn it. I have to go through every step. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You do.
Motherfucker. Okay. Clover is going to try and subtly
Make their socks wet.
make their socks wet. I'm gonna subtly start summoning water below their feet.
Alright. Roll a stealth check.
Oh, I rolled really, actually pretty good. 31?
Alright. Roll a perception check.
27?
You hear... I hate to interrupt, boss, but, my boots are soaked.
There's a water in my boot.
That had like the same energy as my spoon's too big.
Perfect. That's what I was going for. And then you hear... Damn it, Lucas, it's not my fault. You keep stepping in puddles.
And now I'm gonna try and freeze all their feet to the fucking bridge. My boots are wet, Bob. Okay.
Alright, roll a flat check.
Okay. 18?
Alright. You freeze their feet to the bridge. As Garrett is walking towards you, see him lurch a little as he's trying to continue forward, and his boots won't let him.
Those boots weren't made for walking.
That's good.
Thanks.
Have a hero
Oh
point.
my god, thank you.
I'm one there.
No, bitch, no, bitch. I have time to use it, motherfucker. Okay. And then Clover is gonna jump on the bike with haste to try and be aware of the invisible man on the bike. Because now there's 3 of us. Everything is fine. Can't breathe.
Roll a performance check.
Nervous. 35?
Alright. You go to hop on the bike, and before you put all your weight down, you feel that you are sitting on your brother. So you adjust.
Sorry.
You see the one that was holding the parchment pull a object out of a holster on his side. And it looks like it has 2 barrels connected to a wooden handle.
That's a gun. Okay.
Did Varian teach you how to ride that?
Bike.
No. The horse. Yes, the bike.
Nope, but we can try.
I'm gonna try and full fast.
You're gonna full fast.
As long as everyone is on the bike. Not full fast, but like, I mean, she doesn't know what she's doing. She's just trying to go.
Okay.
And with everyone on bike.
Gear Boy's not on bike.
Oh, she's gonna wait until Gear Boy's on bike.
Your boy's fast.
I need you to go. I'll catch up.
Okay.
She's gonna try and make go.
Roll a performance check.
God, I'm scared. Oh, thank God. Okay, 36.
Alright, you twist the handle that you've seen Varian use to make it go, and you jolt forward as the bike is suddenly going very fast.
I also don't know which way I'm going. I just realized.
And as you go forward towards the city, where are you looking?
Forward, because I'm going very fast and I'm trying not to,
Just checking.
like run someone over.
Runs over Agony.
As you pull away from the group, you hear the sounds of gurgling and a loud bang as you quickly cover the length of the bridge.
I am looking for something that looks like an Archon barracks.
Okay. As you zoom through the city street, roll a perception check.
Just, trying to keep my brother on the bike while using this thing that I've never driven before. I have no license.
Neither does Barry.
Did you say performance?
No, I said perception.
She's not being very perceptive by her.
21!
Alright, you see that the road starts to get more narrow and has a very sharp bend coming up.
I try and slow bike.
Alright, now roll a performance check.
27.
Alright. You slow and are able to dodge the civilians that are just trying to live their lives.
Sarian would be so proud of me.
Why? You're dodging them.
And as you round the bend, you roll an athletics check.
Why? Why am I doing that? Oh,
You have a hero point.
I know.
You have 2 hero points.
She used one already.
I did.
Oh, that's right.
24.
Okay. The bike comes to a sudden complete stop, and you are flung forward off the bike. As you tumble onto the ground, roll a perception check.
What'd you do to Nash?
33.
Alright, you see a familiar female humanoidal form with their palm on the front of the bike.
Does it look like Hate?
No,
Agony.
Who is it?
they are currently missing both arms,
Why would you do this to me?
have long white hair,
Okay.
a very large sword on their back,
Yeah. Okay.
and you can, from where you're laying, see little wisps of red floating from the side of their face.
Is there attention on me or the bike?
The bike.
How far away did I roll?
About 25 feet.
Can I tell where Nash went?
He's invisible, so no.
Okay. Clover is going to try and pick herself up and probably looks fucking crazy to everyone around, but is reaching around
My glasses!
the air, basically in my glasses, trying to find her brother.
Okay. As you're doing this, you hear from across the street, and about 3 or 4 seconds after you hear, Agony, what the fuck are you doing? Your Hate disappears.
Oh my god, I'm so excited right now.
And we'll end there.
Oh my
Heard at 2 recorded hours. Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining us. We hope you enjoyed listening as much as we enjoyed both fucking up really bad, probably.
Yeah, what the fuck is happening? We have social media. Check us out, Top Around on Facebook and Instagram, and at Totercast on Twitter. We also have a website, toterpodcast.com. We are also on Blue Sky at Totercast and on TikTok at toterpodcast.com. Nope. Toter Podcast. There's no .com on the TikTok, just making sure you're paying attention. Okay, follow, like, and yeah.
Apparently, if you join Blue Sky, you can skeet on us, so
She has to be very excited about that.
It's what they call the tweets, y'all. It's not just him being very, very inappropriate.
I don't know why they picked that for the
Me
name, but
All right.
someone fucked up somewhere.
Thank you to our vessel and witness tier patrons, Jermaine, Grayson, and Ray. You are greatly appreciated.
Shout out to our Apostle tier patrons. Ray, the Apostle of Scorn.
Grayson, the Apostle of Joy.
Art and K, the Apostle of Hangriness. Updated name, TM.
Jem, the Apostle of Curiosity.
Bluebird, the Apostle of Awkwardness.
Nammy's the Apostle of Bitterness.
Gabe, the Apostle of Anticipation.
And Kobe Beef, the Apostle of Bewilderment.
Thank you so much for all of your continued support, allowing us to make this show for you on a weekly basis. We appreciate you all. Join us at patreon.com/topoftheround for your own apostle title. See you there.
Also, we have a Discord. Join it. Love you. Bye.
Bye.